handle the truth.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another truthful review. I would like to talk to you about my experience, my horror experience with the Retron 5 and returning it. So this is a video on my experience with the Retron 5. For the first few weeks, it worked. I was having a lot of fun with it. I was doing playthroughs for my YouTube channel, and everything was great. I thought it was a gem. But about 3 weeks later, every port for it, the Sega, the Super NES, the Famicon, all of it started shutting down one by one. And my Gameboy port never worked in the first place, and that's the whole reason I bought it, because I wanted to play Gameboy games on the TV. I had heard about the Retron 5 for years, and I always hesitated to get it. But they came out with a newer model, so I was excited to try it, because they said they got rid of the death grip feature, and they worked out all the kinks and all this crap, so I was excited. I mostly got it for the Game Boy games, and they never worked, so returning this thing was a nightmare. I got a hold of Hyperkin, hopefully I'm saying that right, through an email, because they really don't give a phone number for a main line, so I did the email thing, me and my wife. And they were helpful for the first step. They told me to download their latest firmware, which I already had it done. I looked at the sheet, it was updated, I looked at the settings, all that. I could tell returning this thing was going to be hell. It's in perfect condition, I take care of my systems. So the second email was sent, and all they told me was to take it back to where I bought it. That was going to be the next problem. You know, the whole time Hyperkin was talking with me, they were helpful, but really not helpful. I could tell they really didn't want to mess with it. So I took it back to the exchange where I got it. I've been going to the exchange for a long time, before they were even popular. They had maybe 3 or 4 stores at the most. They always took care of me. Every time I went in there, always good dudes. My wife was going to return the Retron 5 because I was working. So she goes to return it with no box or receipt, because the Retron 5 did work for a little while. You know, I was having fun on it. It did work. I was excited. I was like, yeah, let's go. And I don't want to keep my house cluttered with boxes and paperwork, so I did throw away the box eventually after it worked for a couple weeks, because I thought, hey, what could go wrong? So I threw away the box. We were always treated well at the Medina Record Exchange, but the clerk was very rude towards my wife. He said things like, I don't know if you stole this or even got it from us. So they gave us store credit and charged me for a restocking fee of $21. And that was the blow. I'm like, even when it didn't work anymore, but was in perfect condition, I gave them back all their stuff except the box and the receipt, but it was still in perfect condition. I didn't have any dust on it, wiped it off every day like I do all my video game systems. They were just not having any of my one-time complaint in 10 years. So my wife emailed the exchange because they gave no customer service number. Again, another company that doesn't give their customer service number, just emails. And so far, we haven't gotten any reply back. So my advice, if you're watching this, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I was so excited to get the Retron 5 because I am a big fanatic of the old video games, and I love playing them, and I love doing playthroughs on my channel. But I'm sorry, I do not recommend buying the Retron 5. It is going to be a waste of time, and if it works for you, if you have one that's worked for years, congratulations. Keep it. But my experience with it, it didn't work. It was a ripoff, and I ended up in the hole $21 for nothing. So basically, I paid a store $21 to just put something back on their shelf. So thanks for watching, and this was another truthful review. We'll be seeing you.